In today's video, we are going to see what are the overrated bags for 2023-2024 in your opinion, because I have been asking you on YouTube and on Instagram. Yeah, so I asked you what were your opinions on overrated trends, overrated bags, and blah, blah, blah. So I've gathered every information and I have my little list around here on my phone. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna give you all the details you gave me, all the information you gave me, answers, and I'm gonna react also as well and give you my personal opinion. Well, let's go. So the first bag that I saw was like repeating as an answer. Like a lot of people were giving me this bag is Jeudi from Bottega Veneta. Guys, I love this bag. Don't confuse me, but I truly believe also as you, this is an overrated bag. This is a very expensive bag in my opinion for nothing. Because this bag, like the Jodi, the small one I'm mentioning and not the big one because the big one is amazing. But the small one is not useful at all. It's super complicating to get things because of the shape of the bag. It's super expensive. Though like Bottega Veneta has an amazing leather quality, I have to admit. This is insane, I love it. But I would rather go to a vintage Bottega Veneta, like the vintage Jodi are a little bit like bigger, smoother, so it's like way easier to put your hands on the bag to get things out of it, because if not, it's insane, like it's horrible, it's not practical. It's a beautiful bag, it's very trendy, it's very influencer things, but that's it. It's only for photos, not for an everyday use. What are your thoughts on this specific bag? Would you say it's an overrated bag or not yet? But yeah, for me, it's an overrated one because I don't know, we've seen this bag everywhere, like for a long time, and I'm just done with this bag. I don't say I will never buy this bag, but right now, I don't know, like it's not the bag that I hate because I love it, but yeah, it's overrated. So another one, so this is not a specific bag, but this is a brand. A few of you mentioned Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton, for you, is overrated. For me, I don't know. I would say kind of yes, because of the monogram and so on, and all the branding around it, and all the, I don't know, like the collabs around it. It's a bit overrated for some of the bags, some of the collabs, obviously. For example, the new Speedies in leather from Pharrell Williams are so overrated, like so freaking much. This is only like trendy, that's it. This is not even worth the quality of it. But I'm not quite okay with saying like Louis Vuitton is overrated, because they have some bags that are truly a good quality leather, good quality materials, that are beautiful, that are like super not seen everywhere, and that are still like, that's the magic, you know. I love Louis Vuitton. This is one of the brands that I prefer in the whole universe. Why? Just simply because you have like a style for everyone. Like you have for women, for men, for kids, home, decoration stuff, beauty, perfume, jewelry, blah, 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 and every style. You have very classic things, very flashy things. You have colors, you have very neutral things. You have very classic shape. You have completely crazy shape. You have collections where sometimes it's very deceiving, but at least they try, you know. So you have for like either a classic man or either someone like that's very like into straight styles. Are you crazy? So no, I think it's not overrated. For me, it's not. Well, it's my personal opinion, but I know you guys think like sometimes it's overrated. Maybe because we have seen so many fake bags, like Louis Vuitton fake bags. So maybe yes, in that sense. But for me, the brand it's just the beginning. Like they increase price every time, and it's just the beginning. Like it's insane. And making like Pharrell Williams the new designer was kind of clever. I would not have done this option necessarily, but this is super smart, super clever to bring the brand to another level. But anyway, oh yes, ooh, this one, guys. So you told me that Jacquemus, Bambino, Chiquito, etc. are overrated bags. I agree. Like I don't understand. Like for me, first, Jacquemus is not luxury. Definitely not luxury for me. If it is for you, well, you're wrong. This is not luxury. I would say I would rather have a bag from Poland than Jacquemus. I love the vibe. I love the trend around Jacquemus. I love his style. I love the style of the bags, of the clothing, of his universe. But the quality of leather is very bad. Like the quality of the leather is very bad. The details of the bag is very bad. And it's more expensive than Pollen. So I'm like, it's not as expensive as very huge luxury brands. Of course, it could not. Like if they don't increase quality over details, it will never be. They had lots of issues with like care service, aftercare, and blah 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 during the time because it was super trendy. But I can only applaud the man, his work. This is insane. His success. It's a very good story. This is a success story, definitely. So I encourage you to go and check for his amazing story. Ooh, my hair were in front of the mic. In front of the mic, so I have a microphone. So I hope it's not gonna be like weird sound. That's gross. Anyway, so yes, for me it's way overrated, and it would not fit in this video as like luxury, but it's still very nice. They have like very cool bags, I would say. I loved, for example, the wave bag. This is a bag that we never saw like a lot. And it was amazing. Like, it looks like a wave. It was not very useful as a bag, like, you know, it was definitely not. But it was so nice. Like, I don't know, I like his style, but overrated, of course. Then, yes, someone told me Dior saddle, and also because the shape was weird. Yes, of course, the shape is weird because, like, it's a saddle. Like, the name of the bag is saddle because it is a shape of a saddle. So, yes, it is weird. It's a weird bag, and for me, it's hard. I don't know. I would say yes and no. Yes, because we've seen it everywhere, and because it's not a useful bag, and because, you know, like for the price, I would go somewhere else or different brand, like different bag. But no at the same time, because right now we don't see it everywhere. The small ones are very cute. I love the bag, but I don't know. Like on this one, I would say yes and no. What are your thoughts on this one? Would you say like the Dior saddle bag is overrated or no? But the price, yeah, would be like, I would rather have a Lady Dior. It's more classic for me. It's better. Even if I like the Saddle Dior. Oof, yes. This one, I hate it. So this is the Icar Maxi shopping bag from Saint Laurent. I fucking hate this bag. Sorry, but I truly hate this bag. I don't have bags that I hate so much, but except this one, it's a no. This bag is a maxi shopping bag, but it has no shape. I don't like the YSL in front of it, like huge. I don't like the quality of the bag and the price. Oh my God. The price is so high comparing to other bags that are way better at Saint Laurent. Overrated as, wow. That is my answer. It's so overrated. We've seen it everywhere with like influencer, celebrities, and so on. Now we don't hear it as much, but I saw they released a version, like a beige version with suede leather, and was like, what the hell? Like a maxi shopping bag, you're bringing this bag everywhere with you, and they made it like suede leather, beige. Come on, wake up. No. For me, it's so overrated. I know like some of you like this bag a lot, but personally, no way. This is not a good investment. I don't understand the hype around it. Like, really, I don't. Except for, like, people wearing this a lot on social media, so you want the same. But, yeah, I guess, like, everyone has his own opinion, but this one, for me, is very, very overrated. It's not worth it, guys. Okay, some of you said Birkins and Kellys are overrated. Yes and no. I'm also the same, like, kind of, yes, way overrated because of the hype, because they don't sell a lot, so they resell so freaking high considering the price. For example, a mini Kelly, you would buy it in store like around 7,000 and 8,000 euro, and you would resell it between like 25,000 euro. This is insane. This is the one where you can make the most of money. Like the normal Kellys, like size 20, 25, 30, you don't, well, 42, 20, like for the normal Kellys, like 25, 28, and 32, you don't make as much money. But it's too much. Like, I know it's not necessarily the fault of a brand, even if it is, we're not gonna lie. But because if there were like more bags on the market, it would not be this hype. And this is kind of becoming like, this became like the Hermes game, and for me it's overrated to cry over a bag. It's still a bag at the end of the day. I know it's so like the gold bag. I'm myself on the wish list for Kelly, and I would love also a Birkin. I'm not gonna lie, but I think for the Birkin, I would go more like vintage size 35. This way I can really use the bag, and this way it's not like overrated, because if I get the bag like after 2 years of waiting and then I can't wear it because it's brand new and I'm afraid of wearing it, I would be like, no. And like vintage, you can buy it like for lower sometimes, so it's kind of cool as well. But yeah, for me it's kind of overrated, and at the same point, no, because there's like a very good quality of leather details, the shape, the work around it, even like the magic around Hermes, I would say. Even like if this is the only brand where like sales associate can be like such hassles. Like I don't say every SA are like this, but sometimes they're amazing. Like sometimes they're amazing, incredible, but sometimes they're like, Tell me, by the way, where you were super well welcomed at Hermes and where you were not. I think it's like very specific to each essay, to each like personality, to each person. Usually I was pretty well like welcomed, depend where. But yeah, I'm kind of also sick about like the Hermes game. I have to admit, I'm like, in the end, it's a bag. I'm not gonna be like super sad. It's not gonna change my day. So yes, it's kind of overrated for these and the secondhand prices, but otherwise it's not that much. Oh yes, you were a ton of saying like Chanel now is overrated, and I do agree. Like I do agree. Like Chanel brand new in store is freaking overrated. The brand is overrated. They increased that much, but it's way more expensive than an Hermes bag. Yes, you heard me well. We're used to see like the secondhand price on Hermes, so the resale price, but the store price are less expensive than what you see online, because on the website of Hermes, you do not have the prices for Hermes and Birkins and so on, like these huge bags, these Cota bags. So you don't see them, but this is not the same price as you see on Vestiaire Collective, on etc. etc. So yeah, Chanel bags are more expensive nowadays, and the quality is decreasing, so it's not as good as it was. So I don't see the point. Like I would really advise you to go buy a vintage Chanel bag or Chanel before like 2010, I would say. They were way better quality, price is less expensive. I know it's different like to buy a vintage and a brand new one with a specific color, especially like right now Chanel is doing the same as Hermes, like concerning like Cosa bags. They are starting to do this, I think, in the US. In Europe, not as much, a little bit, but you know, it's easier to get bags. Okay, some of you told me like they were thinking about Céline Triomphe as an overrated bag. I don't know. I kind of also agree, because it's like the quality, like the bag is sensitive, it's fragile, you see it everywhere. It was like the new it bag, then it was not. And I don't know. Yes, kind of, because there was like such a hype, but at the same time, the quality is actually very good on the normal one. The mini one, yes, of course, the quality is hell, but the big one is actually a good quality. It's just very sensitive as a leather, because it's like kind of very soft leather, so you can scratch it super easily. But otherwise, this is a good quality leather. I don't know, I like Celine, but I also prefer vintage Celine. I received a lot of Chanel, like I received a lot of Celine vintage, and insane. The quality is crazy, it lasts in time. I don't know what to say. I love more and more Celine. I have to appreciate more and more the bags when I receive them. And also Bottega Veneta, for example, for me, there are two brands that are not so much overrated, you know. It's still like, we don't talk about them too much, and they're still very good. Except for one model of bags, one specific bag, for example, the Jody and the Celine. But other bags, we never mention them. Anyway, and the last one that is overrated, and I truly believe it is also, it's the Louis Vuitton Coussin bag. For me, it is overrated, this bag. It's not a secret that I don't like this bag. And they tried to make this bag trendy. It kind of worked, kind of. But in the end, it's not. And yes, for the price, I would rather buy something else at Louis Vuitton, clearly. Because the quality is not even so amazing. What are your thoughts on the Louis Vuitton Coussin? I don't really know, like, overrated? Yes, kind of, for me. Well, that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what are your thoughts about what I've just said and what people like thoughts, because this is your thoughts, guys, maybe not all of you. So don't hesitate to debate in the comments. I'd be very interested to know. And if you have in mind other brands, other bags, other things that are for you overrated, let us know. Super interested all the time to exchange in the comments. I'm sorry I've been replying very late to your comments lately. I'm so sorry. Lots of things happens lately. I don't know if you followed on Instagram, but it was kind of insane. So I'm sorry again. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you very soon and see you soon. Bisous.